3, 2, 1, going live. KV Kingdom says, I'm here. Am I first again? Yeah, KV, it looks like you are. So Legna, 3 minutes to spare. I think that was impressive driving, if I say so myself. As long as you weren't getting anybody hurt, you know, driving safe, then it's all good. I told you to take your time. I was going to stall. Glad you made it in time, says KV. Me too, Sir Legna. Plugin review time. Are you doing clap? Plugin review time. Woo. Diddle-dee-dee-dee. Yeah, we're gonna look at some plugins today. I got a link in the description that I myself need to click and home. Boom. Patch notes. You made me link to the patch notes. Jump to tile plugin. Plugin updates. Enemy escape revamp. Real world conditional. You guys probably should be looking at this too. Here's the plugin generator. Cool. Cool. The cool tools. So I sent out a link to Sir Legna's straw poll yesterday for you guys to vote on. And there were a few votes. I don't know, not that many, a couple dozen. But it looks like the majority say they want to go over weapon stats restrictions. So we're going to do weapon stats restrictions. And if we have time, we'll move on to the next. And the next. And the next. And until we go like an hour. We'll probably just do a few of them. But let's look at weapon stats restrictions first. In order to do that, let me put these together. We're going to create a plugin. Links in the description. It takes you to here, right? But to get to the page to download, you're going to click on Sir Legna's plugin generator. Bada boom, hey, forget about it. What's up, Skepsis D? Hey, Veroclaw. And Pocket. Oh my gosh, Pocket Humor? Pocket Humor? Is that? I can't read it, but I think I remember you. How you guys doing today? So let's do the weapon stats restriction. Let me find it. Here's how we'll make it. I want to make it weapon stats restriction. This plugin enables restricting weapons from being equipped to a party member based on the stats of the party member and unequipped if the party member already has it equipped. How to use it? Go to the weapon section in your database, find the weapon you like to restrict. Equipped ability based on the stats of the party member. Use the less than stat restriction or greater than stat restriction weapon note tag. Now that weapon will have stat requirements defined by those note tags. You know, I think what we'll do is make it very simple and not have any incompatibility weirdness going on. So I'm going to open up another instance of MZ and I'm just going to create a new project. Yeah. New project. It's going to be called Sir Legna's Plugins. Sir Legna? I already have Sir Legna's Plugins as a project. Okay. Sir Legna's Plugins 2. Because, oh shit. Damn it. I'm sorry. New project. Apparently I suck and I can't do anything right. Sir Legna. Right here. We'll select that folder. RPG Maker MZ Sir Legna. We'll call it Sir Legna's Plugins 2. There we go. All right. Off to a brilliant start. Brilliant. So, Sir Legna, what inspired you to make this plugin? Sounds like the start of almost all my plugins. Apparently I suck at everything and I can't do anything right. So did we download that plugin? No, we didn't. So we have to click on it, or double click on it, and it adds it to your cart. I think it's really weird that you call it your cart, just to be honest. I think it should be like your plugin. Your custom plugin. Change your cart to say your custom plugin. It feels like I'm checking out of a shop. Like I'm... If you're not charging for them, don't call it your cart. Unless you like want to charge for them or you're planning on it or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. So then... And change the cart to compile plugin. Don't overcomplicate. Your custom plugin. Compile plugin. Right? Why not? Anyway, let's create the plugin. Why the lowercase s on Sir? You know how many people's OCD you're going to be triggering by forcing the beginning? Oh, it gives you a drop down. $2 super chat for Vino. Thank you, Vino. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate the $2, and it's good to see that the super chat's working. That's really good. Yesterday it worked at the beginning and it worked at the end, but in the middle we had some people saying that it was charging them and not letting the super chat go through. Hopefully that doesn't happen at all. It's the first time I've ever heard that happening, and I believe that you guys should have been refunded for that. You should be refunded for that. Super chats are working. Yep. That's good. Thank you for testing it. Appreciate that. Sir Legna _ I like that one. That one's good. That one's really good. Some people got refunds, I heard. That's good. Yeah, because it seems to be kind of stupid. I even tweeted at them. I was like, yo, you don't fuck with people's money. You guys should know this. Anyway, we're going to call this one Weapon Stats Restrictions. Restriction, singular. Let's add the notes. Sure. And download with these settings. I'm going to keep it. I'm pretty sure it's not a virus. It's not a tumor. It's not a virus. Alright. Show in the folder. T's having a ton of fun listening to this.
I'm working.
Cut this and we're going to go to this one. Okay. Game open folder. They go in your JS plugins folder. We'll put it in there. That's what she said. Add that. Just like so. Bada boom, bada bing. Hey, generator version 1.2. Hash debug. Okay. Disclaimers. Changing the news file can mess up. Yep. Plugin is composed of multiple plugins, which are listed here. Just the one. Here it is. Weapon stats restrictions. This plugin enables restricting weapons from being equipped to a party member based on the stats of the party member and unequipped it if the party member already has it equipped. How to use. Go to the weapons section of your database. Find the weapons you would like to restrict equipability based on the stats of your party member. Use the less than stat or greater than stat note tags. Now that weapon will have stat requirements defined. Did you put examples in here? Note tags for them. Oh my gosh, it gets all convoluted. Sir L dot less than SR. Code 1A, code 1B, code 2A, code 2B. Do you have like a key or a legend what code 1A and 2B are? So like now you gotta make this more user friendly, my dude. Here's an example. Sir L dot greater than SR A dot level W dot params 2 unless the party member level is greater than the weapon's attack parameter and the weapon is unequipable. Give more examples too. I think that's the problem. Your plugins are hard to use. Personal notes. You can do it. Be your best self. Love everybody. Everybody love everybody. There we go. Those are personal notes. I need these here. Okay. This is for me. What's up, Nowis? How you doing? Warp Enigma, I see you there. What's up, Kaida? Oh no, I'm watching this instead of messing around with new MV plugins. Well, I'm messing around with new MZ plugins, so we're both doing something similar. Hey, Edgars. Alright, so this is how you do the less than. This is how you do A.ATK, A.DEF. That's understandable. Unless their attack is less than their defense. I mean, you gotta imagine some people are just gonna put blunt numbers in. This note tag will restrict the weapons unless code A is greater than code B. Each code must have quotes around them. You can allow multiple comparisons by indicating with a comma. The code's special variables are A. Here you go. Make this more seeable. Like, stick this out some more. You know what I'm saying? Just like press enter and say key, boom boom, or legend. A is for actor, W is for this weapon. Like, it's here. Good job, but it make it clear. Weapon parameters are stored in W params starting at 0 and ending at 7 in the following order. Good. Also, like, a lot of people know this order, but you should definitely keep this included. Make a little, like, box, like, in your help file that comes out and it looks like, you know, make it look super pretty and fancy. It needs to look very pretty and inviting and, like, key. You know, you want them to be, like, aid. Let me see. What does it say? A stands for this actor. This weapon. And then spaces and this is good. Instead of writing it out in a string format, do something pretty like this is good. Weapon parameters are stored in W params starting at 0 blah blah blah. And so you can do like 0 equals max HP. 1 equals max MP. Is it HP? HP? Max HP? HP? No, okay, oh yeah. And then it's 2 equals attack. 3 equals magic attack. 4 equals defense. 5 equals magic defense. 6 equals agility. 7 equals luck. And then you should also, in you should also do this. Max MP. Give them the common one that's in the game. ATK is what it's called. A lot of people mess up agility. MAT. DEF. MDF. AGI, not L. LUK. Like that. Like so. You want it to look like this. You know, and if this doesn't fit, you can just do like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me copy paste this to you. Bada bing. Bada boom. Oh, I can't do that because it's got like too many characters. Alright. Select all. Delete. What I'll do is go bop bop bop. Paste it to you bop bop bop. There, you don't even have to type it. Make it look like that. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I don't really do holidays very much. I don't, I never really cared to celebrate holidays, and I don't really mess around too much. I have, you know, I still have in the past celebrated holidays and done things for holidays. Typically don't do very much. Last year, or no, it wasn't last year, it was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I did an April Fool's video where it's like, this is now going to be some slot game. Slot channel. But some people believed it. And I'm like, fucking what? Why? No. So I don't even mess around like that. They're like, you should stick to game dev. This is a dying software, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? It was an April Fool's joke that you didn't get. And so I'm not going to even try to do April Fool's jokes. I think it did more damage to the channel than actually helped it out. So I was like, forget it. Just forget it. Alright, also, like, this seems a little much, right? Sir L dot greater than SR. Like, it's very, there's a pro to this and there's a con to it. The pro to it is that it's probably not going to be used by somebody else, right? When you put a note tag in that's like this. The con to it is it's really, really hard to memorize for anyone but you. Everyone else will forget this a million fucking times except you. If you can make it look something different, like greater than stat requirement. Less than stat requirement. Or you can even make it just like greater than stat X. Or you can say require greater than stat, require less than stat. Now with some regex, you can make that happen. And I know it's not beyond your ability, Sir Legna. You've helped me enough. I know you could figure that out. I guess I should break the coding standard that spaces are bad. Well, the thing is, for note tags that look like HTML format, you don't need to do camel case, like Sir L dot greater than stat. Like, I don't know. I can't even remember it. I just read it, and I can't even remember what it was. Let me read it again. Where was it? Sir L dot greater than SR. It's just too much. Like, you can't remember that. No, I just read it a bunch of times and I already forgot it. So if it was something like, I think the second one I made is better. Require greater than stat blah. But oh, it would be 2. Let me see. Greater than stat requirement. You make a comparison in here. Okay, so I see. So then you'd want to make a... Oh, I know what you do. You would say greater than requirement. And then it would be like the object, right? And it would be like stat 1, stat 2. It would be like that. Greater than requirement. Less than requirement. Right? Like, so then for an example of how you'd use it is you put your own examples as well. Example, a.atk. Oh, it needs to be parentheses, so yeah, you know, follow your own format. 100. Do you have to parentheses the 100 too? Like, can you leave that as an integer in your plugin, or does it have to be like made into double quotes? I got it for you. I will let you make custom note tags happy, lol. I'm trying to help you, right? You asked me to do this for you. Don't expect me to just be like, oh yeah, it's great. Everything is absolutely perfect. It doesn't need any work. If you're going to pay me to tell you what's wrong with your plugin, I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. You have to make it a string. Okay. So now tell me, don't you think this would be more understandable? Then let's look at yours. Let's look at the way that it currently is. Look at that. What's going to be more user-friendly? This or this as an example? You know what I'm saying? This looks clean, easy to understand. I think people will know how to use it by looking at it. Oh, you have to have 100 attack to use it. Attack's got to be greater than 100. I get it. Right? And then for like this staff weapon note tag, I shouldn't have done. Like for staff weapon, damn it. In the staff weapon note box, you can have like greater than requirement a.mat 50. Of course, you would need that little thing at the end too. Not an inline. That's stupid of me. Sorry. It's like how it should work. We'll get rid of these because, yeah, spaces are good. Example, greater than requirement, weapon, example, and then also tell them where the note tags go. Always let them know where the note tags go. Note tags will work in weapons, armors, note box, something like that. And then you have example. This right here will go at the top. Note tags will work in weapons, armors, note box. Here's an example. Greater than requirement blob. And then, you know, like for your staff weapon note box, which we already covered in the parentheses above. Greater than requirement, blah, blah, blah. And then you can, after you give some simple stuff, Somebody released a cookie clicker plugin for MZ. It might be an April Fool's. I doubt anything that I see or read on this day every year. Proteus is right. Stat min, stat max, but that's also confusing, right? You would know what that means. Stat min. I like that though. I mean, that's also another, if you want to go further with it to make it smaller, min stat. But it's a comparison. The thing is, it's not a, this is a comparison because it's not just putting a number. Like it would work like that. So stat min, stat max won't always work because it's a greater than or less than requirement. So it can actually work like, let me just copy this real quick. It could work like this. Greater than requirement, a dot mat, or let's say agility, has got to be greater than a dot atk. So what would happen here, how do you tell what's minimum? What in this one it's saying agility has to be greater than your attack power in order to use it. And you should describe what's happening. In this example, the actor's agility must be higher than, don't capitalize it if I don't ask you to. Damn it, stop capitalizing in VS Code. In this example, the actor's agility must be higher than the actor's attack power. In this example, the actor's attack power must be higher than 100, etc., right? Let's use less than. Less than requirement, attack, magic attack power time 50. So we'll say in this example, the actor's magic attack power must be lower than 50. So if you, in your example, like this is a beautiful piece of example. Like you could actually end with just that. Like these three will tell you everything you need to know. But more examples is always better if you have some interesting way of doing it. Here's another thing. I don't know if it would work for you, but you can have like Yanfly's always done lunatic mode, right? But what we'll do is just we'll call it JS eval mode or something, right? You can have greater than requirement. And you can tell me, Sir Legna, if this will work in your plugin or not. A dot luck, we'll just say, and then we could do $game variables dot value. Oh my god, come on. Value 10. Will that also work? If so, then you can say in this example, the actor's luck must be higher than the value stored in game variable 10. Like that's a cool little thing. It will work. So then you would want to include some kind of help file example like that. So you should include these four. You can copy this exactly if you want. I'm going to copy this and put that also in some pop for you. Bang, pop. That would look so much better if you did it like that. This is so worth the money. Did you even pay me, Sir Legna? I don't even know. I don't even check because you help me so much, Sir Legna. You're always around to help me with coding stuff, and I feel like I owe you a one or two. You know what I mean? You did? Good. I wasn't even checking. I was going to do it for you either way. But anyway. Yeah, I think your plugins are good, and they can be better for sure. Oh, you bought the year-long package. You did. Like a boss. Like a boss. You bought... I remember you snuck in, didn't you? Like right before I changed the price. And you got like the 15% discount and before legacy pricing. See? Big brain. Big brain moment. You got the big brain moment. Yeah, okay. So let's try to make it work and test it out in game the way that it's written. All right? I think we'll do that. So let's use the way that we've got here, the greater than, boom. Let's go to weapons and let's make a requirement on the longsword. Boom. So we're going to say that the actor's level has to be higher than weapon params 2. So this would be, let's see, HP, MP. Then so 0, 1, 2 attack power. So if I'm reading this correctly, you can use new lines 2 inside there and it will work as long as it's between the brackets. Cool. Question about this one. So this is making a comparison that says the actor's level has to be higher than how much attack power it's giving you. Was that right? You should add a description and the help file that tells you what your example is supposed to do. Unless the party member's level is greater than the weapon's attack. Oh, it does. You have that. Good shit. Good stuff. I like that. It's unequipable. Right. Which this one seems kind of useless, right? When is the party's level, whenever is the party member's level ever going to be higher than the attack power? Like, I see you're just making a blanket example, but you should also make the examples better so that it'll be one that they can copy paste more frequently. So you can you do eval inside of it? Like, for example, I don't think you can because it seems weird. But say I were to divide this by 2. Would that work? I don't think it would, right? Like if I went into parentheses and I said w.params 2 divided by 2. Or divided by 4, right? In this case, it would say if your level is greater than your the attack power of this weapon divided by 4. So this would make it that 12 divided by 4 would be 3. So at level 3, the character would be able to use the longsword. Yes, that would work. Oh, you want to include that example. That's something really, really good because that's a really cool feature. Not a lot of plugins will allow that type of eval inside there. Regardless of how it's doing it, I don't know what that means, but regardless of how it's doing, that is a great example. You can do like greater than requirement a dot level, and then you can do weapon dot params 2, right, divided by, I don't know, 10. Since we're using 10 as our example. In this example, the actor's level must be greater than the attack power given, or we'll say granted. We'll say given. I would say on. In this example, the actor's level must be greater than the attack power on this weapon divided by 10. So this is going to be under the JS eval mode. Like it doesn't this doesn't mean anything, right? It's not a new mode or anything, but this is going to trigger something in your reader's head that says we can make evaluations inside these comparison operations, right? That's what I think. So you can be like, You may even make evaluations inside the comparison operation. Maybe this can go under this little thing. We're talking about packaging. We're just doing packaging here, right? Because the content is the same. Your plugin is the same. But the way you present it and the way you write out the note tags using regex to make these work, and the way that the player, the dev uses your tool matters. So you can help them understand how to use your tool better. JS eval mode. You may even make evaluations inside the comparison operation. So you can make an example of it. So we'll... this first one isn't a comparison, but this one, or the first one isn't really... Oh wait, they're both comparisons and they're both evaluations. So this works fine, leave it just like that. And right here, you're doing an eval inside of that. But we do need the parentheses. I'm giving you the wrong... I'm not following your formatting. You're saying they need to be stringified like that. So now they're stringified. You can go over this and check it to make sure that the code will still work and do what it says it's supposed to do. But I think like that would be a really good example of how to present your note tags. Final Fantasy 16 is out? No way. That's got to be an April Fool's. It's not ready. I would see way more hype about it. That's Edgar's. That was a nice try though. You had me for like maybe a second. I was like, it is already? No. April Fuzzles. Proteus, that looks overcomplicated. Plus, you gotta use a lot of escape characters. Like when you're writing the code out, it's gonna be like a lot of regex. You're gonna have this over and over and over and a bunch. I mean, you can still do it. It's fine. You can make it look like that if you really wanted to, Proteus. I'm just saying. All right, no, I wanna test it. I wanna use it in game and make sure it works. Because if we find a bug, then we find a bug. I don't want to use the level one though. I want to do like something else. No, let's use the level one. That's fine. I'll just add experience and level up the character to test it. So let's make the longsword require that the player's level is a level 3. Because this is going to give 12 attack power and weapon param 2 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So... no, the character won't be able to use it at 3. They would have to do it at... They would have to use it at level 4 because this isn't greater than equal to. Right? This is greater than specifically, right? So they would need to be level 4 to use it unless it's greater than equal to. That's another one you could put in there. And I think it's unnecessary, actually. That would be more like fluff. Because if you want them to be level 3, then you just put greater than 2, right? You don't need greater than equal to. It's unnecessary. So let's make a chest. And actually I can quickly make a chest with the quick creation thing. And let's give the longsword. And then we'll make an event over here. Another an event. I love it. It's great. We'll change experience. And we'll say the entire party gets 1,000 experience. We'll show the level up. No. I don't want the whole party to level up. I just want Reed to level up. In fact, I'm going to remove everybody from the party except Reed. And I'm going to get rid of all of the music themes. All we have to do right now is get rid of the title music. Boom. Stop. Should probably give this an image. There we go. All right, let's test it out. We're gonna try to get the sword, and when we get the sword, we shouldn't be able to use it. Wait, did we even get the sword? Thank you, honey. I don't think I awarded the sword, did I? Yeah, longsword was found. Change weapons, longsword. Oh, not change weapons. Yeah, change weapons. Increase, add one. Why did we not get the sword? Okay. He's a swordsman. Oh, it doesn't show it as a weapon he can use, so it's working. We did get the sword. A long sword. A long battle sword boasting a sharp cut. You would probably want to make the requirements as a developer. You'd want to add the requirements to using it. In this one, it would say requires level 4, you know, in the description. But that's not on the plugin dev to do that. So now let's level up. Reed is now level 5. And he can use it. It totally works. It works beautiful. The plugin works fine. The only complicated part is learning like how to read it. So the plugin does work, and our evaluation works perfectly fine. The only problem is like reading this. Code 1A, code 1B, code 2A, code 2B. Just get rid of that. Because people are like, do I have to verbatim write code 1A? No, you don't. Write a nice legend, a nice key. Let's go back to writing our help file. A will stand for actor. Example. Make it idiot proof. A.atk will means, we'll say means instead of A means this actor. Example. A.atk means this actor's attack power. Write a very simple legend for people, because you have to assume that the person does not know this stuff. You're like, well, that's very simple stuff. But, you know, not everybody will know it. A means this actor. A.luk means this actor's luck. Those are some examples. And then you can say W will stand for this weapon. Example. W dot. And you have to use parameters. So you're going to change the way that looks, right? Params. So you're going to say params. 2. Can you use W.atk, Sir Legna? Can you use, because if you can use W.atk, then you shouldn't even include this blah, 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 blah information. I mean, you can include it, but like it's going to obfuscate the easier method. If you cannot use W.params to, or I'm sorry, W. Then why don't you alias it? Inside the plugin, you're going to do a const or a let. Are you using ES6 or are you using ES5? Assuming you're using ES6, you can say let W equal a new object, right? And then you can say w.atk equals w.params 2, right? Can't you do something like that? I'm not sure, like, you know, the scope of where this information is stored, and it may be completely out of scope and impossible. But if it is possible to alias something like this, then you want to allow w.atk. If not, it's not a big idea. It's not a big deal. But still, you want to let the player know, like, they have to use parameter for the weapons. But you can use ATK, MD, MAT, etc. for the actor. So you can do like this. W will stand for this weapon. Hold on, let me start over. Key A means this actor. You may use simple abbreviations for stat to refer to actor stats. And then ATK, then you do example A.atk means blah 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 blah. W will stand for weapons. You may use params 0 through params 7 to refer to weapon stats. Example, w.params2 equals this weapon's attack power. But we'll say means because we're writing it in a way that they can read it, not code. And if you want, you can put them in parentheses so you can accent them further. A means this actor. Example, A.atk. I mean, it makes sense here. Also, this parenthesis is going to like set them up for when they have to write it inside here, because they have to put parentheses anyway. So I'd recommend it look like that. W will stand for this weapon. And since we're trying to make it look right, we're going to try to put the right punctuation as well. It's all about packaging it and making it look nice. You may use params 0 to params 7 to refer to weapon stats. Example, w.params2 means this weapon's attack power, and with parenthesis or apostrophe there. And you can say params 4, which is 0 is HP, 1 is max MP, 2 is attack power, 3 is defense, 4 is magic attack power. Means this weapon's magic attack power. Now you've given a couple of examples, and you also want to encapsulate in the double quotations. And then, okay, so this is, I'll just say, not sure if this is out of scope, but if you can make weapons use .atk .def etc, then you should. Example, something like that. Whatever. I mean, this you would cut out of your help file, essentially. But this is just a note inside here. Yeah, it may not work. That's why I was saying, because it depends on your scope and like where it's at. If not, it's not a big deal, as long as you're very clear to the player that they may use param 0 to param 7, and you should also go through them. In fact, since this is confusing, you can write that in here at that point. You can make an example for each of them. Like params. Underneath this, you can clarify further. Legend or whatever, however you want to format it. Legend params 0 means. We'll stay with the same convention. Instead of using equals, we'll say means max HP. Oh, I already went over that. That was like something I talked about earlier, right here. So yeah, it's actually where it should be. So this is just a note to you, and then this is a legend you'd want to give people. Param 0 max HP. It also MHP for the actor. And then after you've described all of the inputs, scroll down. Oh, you mean I already did that, right? For sure. After you describe that, you need to give a one-liner. You may use these. What will we call them? Codes to make comparisons. Comparison operations. You may use these codes to make comparison operations. Here are some examples. And then you can say note tags will work in the weapons armors note box, so they know where these go. You could do w.price to get weapon price and other stats. Oh, that's really good too. So let's include that afterwards. You may even use w.price to refer to the price of a weapon. Also, when we're strictly giving a code, we're going to put them in parentheses so that they know that that's a code. And then you may use these codes to make comparison operations. Here are some examples. Note tags will work in weapons and armors. No, wait, does it work in armors? This is just for weapons, right? Weapons. So then we don't need to make this. We can say the note tags will work in the weapon note box. I gotta pee. I'll be right back, Sir Legna. Sorry. T, talk about cool stuff.
Hi guys, how you doing today? How's the weather? What is your favorite animal? This is so hard to do when I'm not prepared. Hold on. I have to get into the right window. There we go. Beautiful. What's up, guys? The weather is nice there? It's not nice here. It was nice here just a couple days ago, and now it's snow again. It's not fair. We had spring for like a week. Reverse centaur? That's your favorite animal? That's so nice! I made one of those. I know you know that. Favorite animal. See my profile and name. So your favorite animal is a kingdom. Got it. Cool. I think your profile is a kitty. Is it a kitty? I'm not a cat person. I like dogs. Dogs are better. Well, actually, hold on. Let me clarify that. I adore kittens. They are absolutely amazing. But then they grow up to be evil death animals. Furballs with wickedness in them. Pure wickedness. And then, but here's the thing. I am definitely a dog person, but I think puppies are highly irritating.
Puppies are big, dumb animals. They just poop and pee everywhere. Trained dogs are okay.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't really... Not a huge animal person to begin with.
JT says, hey T, I just quit my day job to be a full-time magician. One of my projects is to produce weekly videos teaching magic tied to a story told through RPG Maker episodes. It's been tough.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be alright. He says, but you've been one of my best resources to learn. Me? Certainly not me.
JT.
I think you mean Drifty.
Maybe both of us.
Oh, it's a guinea pig? What? That's not a guinea pig. It looks like a boulder that might be a cat. How is that a guinea pig? I hope you didn't draw that. Because then I'm being mean, and I don't want to be mean.
Are you serious, JT? You quit your job to become a full-time magician? I hope you live in a populated area with lots of venues.
There's no way he's being serious.
This has got to be a joke, right?
Magic tied to a story told through RPG Maker episodes? No.
I mean, this is very rare.
He's April fooling us.
It's got to be, because
he's April fooling us.
This is ridiculous.
KP is doing it too. He's telling me this is a guinea pig on his avatar. I don't believe it. You're April fooling me.
No, it kind of looks like a guinea pig.
No, it doesn't. It looks like a rock. A black rock that might be a cat.
Maybe.
You're not serious. I don't believe you.
If you are being serious, where you live is going to dictate a lot about your success. Because if like you're in Vegas, you might have a shot at that.
Also,
you might have a shot.
If you're serious, don't tie it to RPG Maker.
For what? Being a magician?
For being a magician. RPG Maker magician. You gonna make a living off of that?
I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work.
He ain't serious.
What if he is, though?
He's yanking our chain.
Move to Vegas. That's all I could say if you want that to be. Don't let your dreams be memes.
Become an RPG Maker magician.
You could get note tags as well as using w.note or w.meta. So Drifty, it could literally be anything in the weapon object, including other plugin parameters. So do I list everything? No, you don't need to list everything. Just let them know that there are many more codes you could use, and list the most coolest common ones that you can think of. It doesn't need to be like ginormous and list everything, but you could. If you did list everything, it would only show that your plugin can do a lot. So it wouldn't hurt to list everything, as long as it was listed in a manner that you can skip the whole chunk of code. You know what I mean? Like, it needs to be presented in a way that you can scroll down, find what you need, and blah blah, and get it. Lots of spaces, lots of formatting like this, where you have like a chunk of data presented in a good way, because your plugin is really good and it has a lot of functionality. But when you look at the help file, it's really hard to read, and it's kind of like it does do an okay job of showing you how to use it, but I think it could be better, right? I think there's room for improvement here, and some of the things are confusing, like this being your note tag example is not very, very helpful. I looked at that for the first time and I'm like, what the frick? You have to write code 1? No, wait, that's a placeholder, right? And I had to question it and really read it and look at it some more. And then you're putting this good, useful information that should be spaced and like presented in a different way, like you're burying it. You do give the information, but it's buried. Core functionality that exists, that this plugin works with, can equip weapon. I like that you include that for other people. I mean, for any other plugin devs, for compatibility issues, that's a step ahead of a lot of what other plugin devs do. They don't really give, the method that they're manipulating or overwriting or changing, like in the help file for people to see easily. So I think you do an okay job, but of course there's room for improvement. I think it could be better. Well, I know this plugin works, and it's good. Hopefully this video was this tutorial. I don't know if it's no. Hopefully we had a good discussion, Sir Legna. If there's any specific thing you would like me to look at, I will. Otherwise, I think we're done here. I've gone over the same ground now, and I'm going to give you the code that we wrote. And here, I'm just going to copy paste this all to you. Wait, that's yours. So this one. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. I like that Discord allows 2,000 characters. So let me remove this last one I sent you. And then also this one. And then at the end, you're just left with that as something. All my plugins are about to get a full rewrite. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Make them look as simple and idiot proof and like spaced out and like super clear, and like ATK stands for attack power. Like, you really have to, right? You have to. You gotta idiot proof some stuff, because you want them to be available to somebody who just picked up the engine today and they're like, okay, someone told me I have to use plugins. How do I use plugins? And they need a tutorial on how to put them in the right directory. So when they pick up your plugin, you don't make them hate the whole engine because they have to figure somebody else's pseudocode. It's like you come to a formatting and it's like all written out there for them. Yeah, it's a cool plugin. It just needs polish. It just needs a better Snickers wrapper. I will most likely work on a minimized versions so that you don't have to download the 2 GB files if you want all of them in one. I doubt your plugins are all going to be 2 GB. I know what you mean, though. You can keep the current help file you have for all of yours and call that the original. And then you can have the updated / simplified / elaborate / whatever you want to call it version. Since you're doing a generator, it's kind of unique. Like, I don't know. Okay, for example, have you ever had a dream? Just kidding. I'm trying to find the right words for this. So like over here, when you move a plugin over here and you're like compile, right? You've got the add notes to plugin section. You can have another one, add complete details to help file box, right? And then if they check add complete details to the note tags, or to the add complete details to help file, then it will include all the new updated shit and it won't be super long if they don't want that. Anyway, you could do it however you want. But anyway, you guys can go to this plugin generator. That's going to do it for today's first impression / plugin review and suggestion thing. We looked at one plugin and gave some suggestions for all the plugins. I think it's really cool what you've got going on here, this plugin generator. You can like click whichever ones you want. You can add like 5 different plugins. Like, I just need these 6 plugins. Boom, 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 boom. And you move those, and then when you press compile, it's going to make one plugin that's got all of these features in them, which is pretty damn cool. I think this is the only person I've seen. This is the only plugin generator that I've seen that works that way. So it's pretty neat. Obviously, the help files need some work, and I think you know that now. And I look forward to seeing what you do in the future, and good job. But anyway, that's it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Discord. Join us on Discord. Follow us on Twitter. All that other good stuff. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be looking at the closed beta. Or is it the alpha? The closed alpha. It's the closed early access to the AlphaNet Z, AlphaNet MZ, which is the multiplayer functionality from Phoenix Kagadisu. So I'm backing him on Patreon, and he's giving me early access to look at the stuff to find bugs. So we're going to look at that tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.